back to Game Galaxy, and today I'm talking about Jazz Jackrabbit, an amazing run-and-gun action platformer on DOS, developed by Epic Megagames and released on May 3rd, 1994. In addition to Sega Genesis and all the consoles I grew up playing, I spent a lot of time playing DOS games on PCs, and I'm going to start incorporating more DOS games here on the channel because those are the kind of games that I love and I want to talk about and share. Jazz Jackrabbit is a mixture of Megaman and Sonic the Hedgehog. Jazz Jackrabbit is a beautiful and fast action platformer. You play as Jazz, a gun-wielding jackrabbit out to save the universe from an evil tortoise named Devon Shell. The game is broken up into 6 episodes that are the perfect length for a quick gaming session. This was also implemented back in the days of shareware, where they would propagate the first episode of the game for free and then prompt you with an order screen to get the rest of the episodes. There are also bonus episodes that came with Jazz Jackrabbit CD, which is the version I'm playing right here for this video. What was so amazing about this game is how smoothly and quickly it handled scrolling, as this is something that consoles at the time had an advantage over PCs, but by 1994 PCs started to improve their onboard graphical capabilities, and Jazz was a personal favorite of mine, and I know my cousin absolutely loved this game. As I mentioned, your quest is to stop the evil Devon Shell, who is on a galactic imperialistic rampage and is taking over planets with his turtle cronies. Of course, like any classic video game, Devon has kidnapped the princess of your planet, and the king sends you out to rescue her. I compare this game to having elements of Sonic the Hedgehog due to the sheer speed Jazz can move, as well as the level design. These levels, much like Sonic levels, have a lot of verticality to them and many different ways to explore and secrets to uncover. Jazz's blaster comes with a standard shot that has unlimited ammo, but you also get a flame shot, bouncing grenades, missiles, and TNT blasts. The most versatile and best ammo to use, in my opinion, is the flame shot. Jazz has a health bar and can take some damage from enemies before completely losing a life. Eating a carrot will replenish your health, and Jazz will give a hearty yum! There are numerous bonus items like shields, a parrot sidekick that attacks enemies and will stay with you until you take any damage, a speed boost that makes you run insanely fast, rapid fire pickups, invincibility, extra lives, and my personal favorite, the hoverboard, which lets you fly around freely. Watch out, McFly, Jazz is here. Throughout the levels there are these hidden red gems, and if you find one, once you complete the level you're in, you'll be able to do the bonus level. These bonus levels are in 3D and have a bit of an F-Zero vibe, where you need to collect a certain amount of gems before the timer runs out. If done successfully, you'll earn an extra life and be treated to this extremely creepy animation of Jazz's bouncing head. Isn't this just bizarre? It looks like Jazz just smoked some of the heaviest kush of his life. In addition to bonus stages, there's also secret stages like this one found in Stage 2, where you become a bird and rescue as many of your caged bird friends as you can. You also take on a turtle boss in bird form. At the end of each episode, you'll have a boss battle with Devon Shell, and some of these are challenging and some others have tricks to them where you can stay out of harm's way and deliver damage. This takes much longer and isn't necessarily the way you're supposed to play, but hey, I play to win. After revisiting this game for so many years, I looked at it in a little bit of a different light. I started to wonder if Jazz Jackrabbit is actually the hero, and maybe Devon, who's cast as the bad guy, is the good guy. And here's my reasoning. Throughout the game, there are these little tiny baby turtles that run back and forth in the levels and don't cause Jazz any harm. But here Jazz is just blasting them away with his blaster. So he's literally killing baby turtles. No wonder Devon has it out for Jazz. The music of this game is very diverse and awesome. It's very cheerful and colorful and just awesome. Epic Megagames always had awesome music in their games. The instrument sounds and voices they used really have that mod format sound, if any of you know that mod format that I'm talking about that computer games used to use. It's just fantastic. Those composers that worked at Epic Megagames, hats off. I love it. I love all of the music in all of the Epic games. I've already mentioned the speed of the graphics, but I also have to give mention to the color palette as well. It's very diverse depending on what planet you're visiting, and this gives off that cheerful video game feel that screams fun. The colors of Jazz Jackrabbit give me the same enjoyment as the colors of Super Mario World. I don't know what it is. You'll probably hear me say this a million times in videos, or if I ever talk about Super Mario World. The colors of that game, there are just some games that the colors are just almost intoxicating and wonderful, and I feel like Jazz Jackrabbit has that in its color palette. Thanks for joining me for a look at one of the best action platformers from the old DOS days. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, I invite you to subscribe so you don't miss any videos in the future. And unfortunately, Jazz Jackrabbit isn't available on Steam or Good Old Games or any of that, but it can be acquired if you look, so go look. and, try it out if you want to try it. And sometime in the future, I'm going to talk about Jazz Jackrabbit 2, the amazing sequel to this game that came out of nowhere, it seemed, in 1998. So, until then, grab your LFG 2000 and blast some shell.